I'm late. I'm late for a very important date because I did not know that there was a such thing as a PlayStation Direct. I do not watch the PlayStation Directs, but I now know that they are remaking Rayman Legends. 17 hours late. I just wanted to share my thoughts real quick. So one thing real quick, take my joy, absolute joy and happiness with a little bit of a grain of salt because I am a little bit of a sucker for Rayman. I do really like Rayman Legends and Rayman Origins. They are one of my favorite games and probably my favorite 2D platformers to ever exist, and objectively some of the best 2D platformers to ever exist in my opinion. So the fact that one of them is getting attention again is just like feeding my heart with dopamine. Now I have been seeing some negative feedback towards this from people saying that they would rather have the older games remastered, which I completely get. Like they haven't been talked about or touched by Ubisoft in like years. I haven't played them personally. I can't really have an opinion on them. I don't think it's fair. For me, as a fan of Rayman in general, I enjoy his presence. I enjoy seeing an image of him. Him getting new content is revolutionary for me. This is the best thing. This made my day. It put a big old smile on my face. I was joyous for the rest of the day. And if this was literally just Rayman Legends remade in 3D, which is what it presents itself as, which still isn't that bad to me, at least Rayman is getting attention. If it was just that, I think I would agree with that side a little bit more, that we just really didn't need this game, we could have just gotten a new game. But okay, for one, from the looks of the trailer, it looks like we're getting new levels, or at least new parts to levels, which is good enough for me. You can make a new game and add new content. That is correct. That is the best way to go. And two, I guarantee you Ubisoft is trying to see if people still care about Rayman at all. If this game does well, we are just getting a new Rayman game. That's it. I want to see this game do well. I want another Rayman game. And yeah, Rayman Legends, the original game, still holds up very well. It is one of the most beautiful 2D platformers to exist ever. And it's all 2D. It doesn't have to be 3D to be better. That is not the case. But Rayman Legends came out in 2013. It has been 13 years. And I've spent so long feeling crazy for enjoying Rayman because I would talk about it to people and they would just have no idea what I'm talking about. Because if you didn't play it back when it came out, you probably haven't heard about it since then. I'm like, no, they're not completely ancient, but they're not brand new, hot off the press. But now it is. Now I get people talking about it. Now I look up Rayman and I see brand new, fresh posts from today, yesterday. This just didn't happen, okay? I have been just in my little bubble enjoying Rayman. I have a painting I did. I'll put it up. I have a painting I did of Rayman, and the only reason it got traction at all from anywhere was because people were like, "Oh my God, it's Rayman!" Because the Rayman fans are feral for more Rayman content. So I'm very positive towards this game. And when I tell you I'll be jumping up and down with absolute bliss and peaceful happiness if they add a single new soundtrack to this game, because I am as much as I'm a sucker for the games, I'm a bigger sucker for the soundtrack, especially like Rayman soundtrack. I'm being so serious, is in my top 5. Especially Rayman Origins, but Rayman Legends is also good for different reasons, okay? If they add just one new soundtrack to this remaster, I'm going to shed a tear of pure joy. This is like the main reason I want this game to do well. If it does well, then I get a whole nother soundtrack from a whole new game, okay? A whole new Rayman game means more soundtracks for me and for everyone to enjoy. This genuinely, the kazoos go so hard. Me and my brother played Rayman Legends and Rayman Origins together when we were younger, and we will play it again today. And we will just sit there humming along to the music because it's that fire. We will sit there and listen to Rayman Legends music while we're existing because it's that fire. And now I get to hear it again in a remaster, and they might add just a single new song. Please, Ubisoft, please, pretty please for me. My favorite 2D platforming level ever, okay, ever, is in Rayman Legends, and it's a madman's creation. Genuinely, it is my favorite to ever exist. It is just amazing to look at. Me and my brother will try to beat it blindfolded. We're that committed to it. We will play it every single time we open up the game. First thing, we cannot play a single other level before we play a madman's creation. The soundtrack is fire, the environment is fire, the mechanical dragon is fire, and now it's getting remastered. It's getting another wave of attention. Other people will see it. It is because I have to manually pull up and show up on YouTube to random people who have no idea even who this Olympus maniac is, and show them a madman's creation, because it's just that good. And I literally bought Rayman Legends on my Switch after already having it on the Xbox and my PC, okay? I 100%ed the game on my PC, by the way. I bought it on my Switch just to have other people play this damn level with me, just so they can experience this art, okay? And now it's getting remastered. And something interesting I've seen from the trailers that I wanted to talk about is, I'm making an inference, I'm making an educated guess, but I think that this game is going to be more story directed than the actual Rayman Legends that existed before. I think that they're going to have full animated cutscenes to show what the hell's going on, because in the first game, in the original Rayman Legends, it really just feels like you're just doing it to doing it. Like, okay, we're saving the TCs. Why? Why do I care? The reason you care is that the game is fun, and that's pretty much it for me. I could just be missing story that's like elsewhere outside the game, or like whatever. They did a bad job if that's the case, but yeah, I never played Rayman for the story, but I'm really glad that it looks like, educated guessingly, that it is going to actually have a story, because now it's focusing in on like the evil teensy. I don't even know what his skill is. I don't know who he is. Whoever this evil character is, they are giving him a motive. They are giving him a reason to exist. You are shooting him to a planet to get. That's cool. That's cool. I want a comical villain. I want it to be like funny and silly. I want to care why I should open up the game again. Besides that, it's just a fire game to play. Like these full animated cutscenes look awesome! And there's parts of the trailer where you can see that they just translated the original goofy animations that just make the game so iconic in itself back into 3D. It just makes me so happy that these animations are being remembered. Like the Glowbox, the stance doing its little thing. That's in the original games. I love that. It's funny, it's goofy, it's silly. I always play as Glowbox because his animations are so funny. Every time I crouch as him, it makes me laugh. I'm going to play as Glowbox again in this damn game. And there's actual voice acting? Like, I can connect to the characters beyond their design? That's awesome! Like, of course I want to hear Rayman go more than like, yeah! I want to still hear him say that, but I love that they're trying to give the characters a character and not just an image. And I saw there's some videos on YouTube where people got early access to the game or something. I didn't watch them. I want to go in like completely blind besides this one trailer. So I don't know if it's already been confirmed, but I would really like it if they remade also the Back to Rayman Origins levels that they have. Because honestly, I feel like the Back to Rayman Origins levels in Rayman Legends are really shitty. Especially the Tricky Treasure levels. They took away his eye, okay? And by the way, I can make a whole video talking about just the Tricky Treasure levels and how awesome they are. I probably will end up doing that sometime. If they make a remake of a remake, then I get more Tricky Treasure content and more Rayman Origins content. I'm hungry. The only negative feedback I've seen on this game that I can agree with is that it still costs $40, even though the Rayman Legends that exist now cost $40. I hope that at least goes down. At least this looks worth $40, and it's not like a Plants vs. Zombies Replanted situation where it's like not even worth $20 to begin with. I'm really rooting for this game. I admittedly don't really want to spend $40 on it, but I will for Rayman. For Rayman, I will do it. That's probably what Ubisoft knows, but I want this game to do well so we can possibly get a sequel. I want people to be positive toward this game so we can possibly get a sequel. Just be happy we have another Rayman game, okay? I completely get the negative criticism. It's not a new game. It's the newest game in the series that had previously come out before Ubisoft just forgot about it. But at least it's something. And no, this is not just me eating slop, okay? This is not slop for 1. For 2, it's Rayman. For 3, Ubisoft is trying to see if we still care. So let's please, for my sake and for Rayman's future sake, show Ubisoft that we care. Thank you for watching.